Dave, congratulations through to the third round of the FA Cup. It doesn't happen often to Stockport County, but you made hard work of it today.
Yeah, we did. Firstly, credit to Brackley. We gave them some hope, and they went and tried to grab it. And I don't think with the way the second half went for that 10-minute spell, we could have complained if they got an equaliser. But I've got to look at it from our perspective, and that's on us. That's down to us. We were sloppy in that second half, and I suppose the goal we concede. That was what it looked like. We made some poor decisions, and we're sloppy in easy decisions. And we spoke before the game, and I've been on the opposite side of this. When you're a lower ranked team, you want some encouragement, and we give them plenty of encouragement. And we've got to be better than that. Because again, without being disrespectful, playing a team that's divisions below us. And if I choose to make changes or not, then the players that are going in have got to prove their value to this squad. And we lost our way in that second half.
Is it becoming something of an issue that you, at the moment, perhaps you're, I don't know what the right phrase is, let's say second 11, when they do step up, they're not really pulling up any trees, are they?
Yeah, I think you can definitely say that. And of course that's a concern. But that only changes by earning trust that when you get your opportunities, you go and do your bit for the team. And I've said before, people can be really, really poor in possession, and the touch can be off and whatever else not. I think there's less of an excuse today in the fact that you're playing against players that technically and physically we should be better than. But you ultimately got to go and play with confidence. And I get confidence comes from playing games, but that becomes a vicious circle, because if you're not taking your opportunities when they come, then it's difficult to find out where them games are coming from. But regardless, we have to be better. We've got to be, like I say, we've got and built a squad that is deep, but the players that are, like I say, at the moment aren't in that starting 11, 12, 13, whatever it might be, have to step up when they get the opportunities, because we're coming to an important time of the year when games come thick and fast, and we need to be able to rely on people going in and being able to not seamlessly replace what we've got, but go on and do a job that we expect them to do.
Having said that, you must be very pleased with certainly the first half hour, the first 45 minutes, because you were well in control and probably should have been out of sight really by half time.
We were well in control of most of the game. Again, you look at the first 10 minutes of the second half, it's no different. The fact is, you can see an awful goal through our own doing, and then panic sets in throughout the whole place. And we've got to be better at controlling what that looks like, and got to show some leadership and some responsibility. And our senior player, Challinor, was making really poor decisions with the ball, giving it away needlessly. We've got to be better. We've got to be better than that. The first half, we started the game on the front foot, started the game well, tweaked it a little bit a couple of times, just in terms of where we thought we could hurt them.
You got Camps further up, didn't you?
And widened Odin and Will off. But ultimately, we wanted to look to penetrate and going behind. I thought we did that really well, because if teams are playing in a block, sometimes that's difficult to do. I didn't want it to be passive football in front of them without looking to hurt them, and ultimately cross the ball. And we did that in the first half. We didn't do it enough in the second half, largely because of our own sloppiness. And listen, when you get that chance, I expect that Brackley would step up and would have a spell, because any team will, and they'll pen you in and make you defend, which they did really well. We saw that through and got the third goal, but I think that just the manner of conceding when we did affected us too much, and we were sloppy and caused our own problems.
I've got to ask you about the own goal, and let's be honest, we've been singing Callum Connolly's praises the last 3 games. He's been terrific, but it's a horrible mistake, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought, I'll speak to Callum on Monday, I thought he played backwards too much in the first half, if I'm honest. Everything was safe and in front, and didn't step in enough. I still think from where we are, Maka can play forward, there's no need to play backwards. And that is again, something that we've spoken about time and time again.
Being safe.
Making safe decisions, that's well, if that's your ultimately not, that's your ultimate decision that you think safe and's not safe, because we're not under pressure there. We can play forward and play back beyond that. We're in control of the game in their half of the pitch, so that's on us. And if that's not, again, the ultimate lesson learned, I'm not sure what is.
I suppose in some ways, it's maybe an unfair question, but did you think today was actually a more important game than Wednesday against Birmingham?
Not more important, because again, if you'd have asked me the question and said, if we lose today and win on Wednesday, would you take it? Yeah, of course I would. But it's the next game, so it's the most important game, and we've worked hard to build up momentum, and that's why games like this, that's what they are. The momentum stoppers, the momentum killers. If we'd been playing someone in the same division as us, I'd have been less concerned. Yeah. If you're playing a team that's 3-4 divisions below you and you don't come out with results, it can halt things immediately. So hence the reason for us going strong. I mean, other players, Louis would have started the game if he'd not been ill. Other players would have started the game if they'd not been ill. We were going to go really strong with what we did. We went as strong as we could. We've obviously got, like I say, players that haven't trained since Tuesday, so we couldn't do anything with that. But the game was obviously important to us. We wanted to not just progress for the fact that it was the second round of the FA Cup, that, like I say, we've worked hard to build our momentum and want to take that into Birmingham, which is probably the toughest away trip of the season. And we've won, which is primarily the most important thing. And look forward to Monday. But Monday for us isn't about the FA Cup draw. It's about preparing for a tough game. You
mentioned Louis Barry there and being ill. As a Villa player, he'll be desperate to play on Wednesday. I know you're not a doctor, but will he be okay for Wednesday?
Yeah, the four of them, him, Sam, Jack Diamond and Beatty have all done a session this morning at Carrington, but they've not been in since Tuesday. So it would have been, well, no, it wouldn't have been ridiculous. It was impossible for them to play today, but they should all be fine for Wednesday. And like I said, we've got to make sure that players are fit, available and firing for this busy period that's coming up.
Well, listen, I know it is all about the third round now. I think I know who you want, but who do you want in the next round?
Yeah, I'm at Liverpool with Man City tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. I'd love to go to either of those places. Liverpool obviously as a preference, and if tomorrow can turn into a scouting mission rather than a broadcasting mission, brilliant. But we'll see what we've got. Listen, we're now at a point where we can sit in front of the telly Monday evening and whatever and dream and probably be disappointed like we have been in previous years. But again, we get the chance to do it.
Brilliant. Well done today. Thank you, Dave. Cheers. All the best. Thank you.